Good morning and welcome. I think we're at the stage where, I'm also moving with the flow now. Very interesting feedback, as I said, that I'm getting from all of you. And remember, the idea continues, creating a dialogue using village stories, of course. I mean, you can use all sorts of stories, by the way. If you grew up in a township, you grew up in an urban area, there's lots of stories that we can use to create a bit of a dialogue. Now, today, I just really want to take us back to just the elementary. Growing up in a village meant very few activities, by the way. So if you're a lady, you play netball. The bad thing is during netball season only, which the schools created. But if you're a boy, which is a bit unfair, we had soccer teams. So you go to school and play soccer, and we all look forward to that. We're all looking forward to playing what we call chenchi, chaile. Basically means, because there was no watch. At the time, you scored 2 goals at first half, and the other 2 goals you win, whoever scores first. So essentially 4 goals. So that was a creative way of trying to manage time, trying to come up with a winner. We loved that. We played in what we call swipalana and all that. So the soccer stories that came up from the village and many other areas where you grew up to become very interesting. In that, I think we're at the stage now where, most people, regardless of gender, are basically soccer fans. Soccer really rules the world. And today I wanted to borrow a bit from a gentleman called Peter Senge, who is actually an MIT professor, basically, and he looked at different 3 areas, really, in order for you to come up with what we call personal mastery. The very same personal mastery that you will argue in Ronaldo and Messi in a soccer world actually adheres to. As a Real Madrid fan, Manchester United fan, and now, a bit of Juventus. Obviously, I'll be biased towards Ronaldo, but I think the 2 players are equally good. So just take a step back and think of what they think, what is going on in their head. We're big fans. We can see that these guys are really working hard. So Peter Sanger talked to, and I'm just going to focus on 3 areas really, and he defines personal mastery. Which is a journey that I'm in. I'm not there yet, It's a journey that I've undertaken. I'm in a journey to get personal mastery. I'm in a journey to be like a Ronaldo and Messi of the field that I'm in. And I'm sure you're also on a journey to be best in what you do, to be the best in what you do. And who better that we can use as an example than these 2 soccer legends, living legends, I must say, Ronaldo and Messi. Again, back to Peter Sanger. He looks at personal mastery in different areas. You can maybe, how does he define personal mastery? To him, he says it's a set of principles and practices. Okay? Principles and practices that enable you as an individual to learn and also create a personal vision. So think, what is Ronaldo's personal vision? And I argue he wants to be the world's best footballer. Similar to Messi. Messi wants to be the best world footballer. Even after winning, more than 5 Ballon d'Ors, these guys don't stop. Why? Because there are people coming below them that are winning 3, 4, and they have to keep on raising the bar. So borrowing from Peter Sanger, these guys really subscribe to what we call personal mastery. They want to learn and create, they've learned and created a personal vision to become the world's best footballer. Key here, world best footballer. Let's move on, okay? How do they do that? Obviously, they do that by, first of all, scoring goals, because they're strikers, you could argue. But let's be fair, there are other best footballers that are not goal scorers, but these 2 individuals are strikers, so they focus on their field. So focus on your field. This is what I'm saying. This is the matter of the fact here is you must focus on your field and become a personal mastery in your particular field. But when you do it, you did well. And when you fail, it mustn't be from a lack of trying. So I thought that was a beautiful story of trying to define personal mastery using Ronaldo and Messi that we know very well. And, again, the second thing that Peter Senge talks about from MIT, he says there is this creative tension, okay? A creative tension between reality and your vision, which you and I really, I think you'll agree with me that you've got a vision and then there's reality, and sometimes you're trying to juggle the ball. And Peter advises us there's two ways in which we can look at it. You can either accept reality and lower your vision. That's an option. Or the other option is you can use your vision to transform your reality. Okay? The key thing is the tension will always be there. You can accept it and bring your vision down, or use your vision to transform reality. So let me let you in terms of where I am. I'm using the vision to transform my reality. That has been my plan all along. And I hope, whichever way you pick, hopefully that works for you. But have a vision, use that vision to transform reality. Okay. The last thing that Peter talks about is really commitment to truth. You must be willing to change how the world perceives you or how you perceive others. But the key word for me here is commitment. If I ask you a question, do you think Ronaldo is committed? 100%. Ronaldo is the first person I hear to get to the training field. He is also the last person to leave. He puts personal time to hone his skills. He puts personal time to exercise harder than the other team members. So when he naturally scores goals, it's not a surprise. We know he actually committed into getting something out of that. He committed into getting better in what he does through personal mastery. And to me, that is personal mastery. Is Ronaldo and Messi already there? I think they're in a journey to personal mastery. I think history will judge them when they finally retire. I think if we were to ask them today, they will say to us, we're not there yet. Hence, I call it a journey to personal mastery. I'm in that journey. I'm inviting you to join that journey. It is a learning culture. It is about creative tension. There will be tension between reality and vision. I think my advice to you is don't give up. Most importantly, commit to something and get it done. So hopefully that kind of brings back some of your memories around how you grew up. Certainly I thought I should just pick on soccer, to chenchi, to chaile type of thing, stripalana, So this is what I would like to call leadership requires personal mastery. Here's the question though. What is your to chenchi, to chaile game plan? Do you have one? If you don't, start thinking of having one. Thank you so much.